Good morning, you guys. Okay, so here's another, I'm just full of opinions. And I hope they keep you guys entertained. Now, I'm catching up on Love is Blind. I'm on episode 6. And the dude, I think his name is Connor. And this happened on Married at First Sight. These dudes want the women to do hobbies with them. Like, I think they're going to swim with the sharks. He wants her to swim with the sharks and do the ice plunge challenge. I think she wants to do the ice plunge challenge. And so I'm looking at this. I said, okay, now remember, I'm an old lady. Okay. I'm not a young person. I'm not a senior, but I can get a discount at the movies, at the soup place with the all you can eat buffet. I can max it out. I got an AARP card. I can get some AAA benefits. There's certain things I can do. I'm not an old person, but I do have inflamed joints and acid reflux occasionally. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. Let's put it in context. Now I'm watching this show, and he says, I want you to do the swim with the sharks, and he had all this stuff he wanted. And I said, is this a new thing where the guys want the women to be dudes? I came from a generation where the woman didn't have to like chop lumber or lift items. I came from a generation where the women were not expected to do things that were testosterone driven, right? So he says, I want you to swim with the shark. And she says, well, I'll think about it. I don't know. It's not my thing. This one dude tried to kill his wife on a hike. Did you guys see that? Because I watch The Law and Crime with Jesse Weber. I watch the podcast because he breaks it down in legal terms and it helps me with my law school stuff. But he took his wife, he's a doctor, he took his wife on a hike and then said, let's take a selfie, put her at the edge of the cliff and tried to push her over. And she fought for her life and survived. She screamed, she hollered, other people hiking heard her screaming. Her husband tried to kill her on a hike. And it was a romantic anniversary or something. I kept saying, what would make you go on a hike for an anniversary? That's not romantic. Music, violins, a fancy restaurant with cloth napkins and a view of the city lights at night and a beautiful hotel view and a balcony with music and wine. What made you think hiking on a trail was romantic? I want to tell you ladies something. When men are trying to make you be their homies or their friends, we're going to go hiking. We're going to go running. We're going to go swim with the sharks. That's not a wife or a girlfriend. That's for your homies. Go get your dude and say, hey man, we're going to go hike. When a man tries to make a woman be his buddy, we're going to have problems. He's desexualizing you. If my man went with me every time I got pedicures and he was holding my purse at Neiman Marcus, and that's not something he wants to do. He doesn't want to walk around with me and hold my purse at Neiman Marcus and get a pedicure and a manicure, a facial and massage. That's not him. He wants to be out doing testosterone-driven things. So when I see a man trying to make a woman do that, my first instinct is he doesn't really like you, and he's not trying to put you on a pedestal. On a romantic honeymoon, I don't go hiking and get pushed off a cliff. We might go to a concert. We might sip some wine. We might go to a museum. We're not doing stuff that's like playing football and flag football and then we're going to shoot some shots, the basketball. This one guy on Love is Blind, when they have to give each other secret gifts, gave her a basketball. There's no romance in presenting a woman with a basketball, unless it was autographed by Steph Curry or it was the basketball you won the championship with when you were in the 12th grade. You said, I'm giving you this beloved basketball. I won the championship with this shot. Otherwise, you just bought me a basketball from Walmart and then said, hey, you're making me a dude. And I don't want to be your dude. I want to be your woman. So for all the women listening to this, don't be turned into a dude when you're dating a guy. It's easy to do that because patriarchy and misogyny exist and the men are like, come on, do what I do. You're like, well, hey, do you want to hold my purse at Neiman Marcus? You want to get a facial? You want to get your nails done? They're like, no. Oh, I want you to do that. No. There was a show called Surreal. No, I'm sorry. It was a baby doll. It's Babyface. It's something like that. Go look it up on Hulu. I can't remember, but it was baby something. I'll come back to you. Maybe I'll put it in the comments. What happened was they had these girls who were doing chicken wing in jerseys. What they would do is they would Oh, Dollface. It's called Dollface. And what they would do is wear the football jerseys and serve chicken wings at their boyfriends' football parties. And what they were saying is the girl was just trying to enmesh herself into his world. Well, if I wore a football jersey and I serve chicken wings, I'm one of the guys and he'll like me. That's not going to work. Always maintain your feminine stance. Don't become a guy to a guy. That's not going to work. And I had one friend of mine. She was like, "Oh, well, I booked him a limo for the strip club, and then I got us some seats at the Lakers game for his birthday, and everything was guyish." I said, "Well, are you his girlfriend or are you his buddy? Because that's something his best friend's supposed to do for his birthday, not you. You don't show up at the strip club with him. You don't go to the Laker game. I mean, you could, but you're doing a guy's night on the town, and you're the girl." So I always say, don't come out of your comfort zone. Now you might say, "Well, Shannon, no, I'm a tomboy. I like to go to sports events. I like to eat chicken wings. I like to hike." Okay, that's fine. Just know that you might be friend zoned. I got a lot of friends like that. And when I look at their situation, they've been single for 20 years. So you can be somebody's homie. Just know that men don't marry homies. So if you're not looking for a relationship like that long term, you could be a homie with benefits. I call it a homie with benefits. I'm gonna do everything that guys do. I'm gonna be your homeboy, and then but only that you get a little side action on top of it. So that's something your homeboys can't give you. That's fine. Be a homie with benefits. But I tell people, don't do that. I watch Dateline. These women are always going on hikes. They said it was their honeymoon. There was their 25th anniversary. I said, what were they doing on a hike? What were they doing swimming with sharks? What were they doing scuba diving? I thought y'all would be at the Beverly Hills Hotel having wine and listening to some jazz. I thought that's what women did. They put on a gown like Pretty Women. They went to the opera. What is this swimming with sharks and hiking on a mountain for your anniversary? That would have signaled me like this is not a romantic. This is exercise. This is cardio. It has nothing to do with our love and our bonding. This is you wanting me to be a side dude and hike up a mountain with you. So I'm all for people who want to be active and physical. But when I heard this guy on Love is Blind saying, "Well, you got to swim with the shark and do this," I remembered the guy on Married at First Sight. She doesn't want to go to Burning Man. And she didn't want, I kept saying, why are you guys making women your dudes? I've never in my mind thought of my husband like, "You going to go get your nails done with me today? Are you going to get a pedicure? Are you going to go do it?" I don't make my man do stuff that I would have my girlfriends do. "Girl, you want to go to brunch and then we get our nails done?" That's not something I ask my husband to do. He's going to be watching football and he's not even into football that much. He's going to be watching his little sci-fi movies on Netflix. He's going to be on YouTube looking at his political podcast. That's his thing. So I'm saying this because I see this happening on these shows and the women are just like, pick me. Okay, I'll hike. I'll swim with sharks. No, don't do that, you guys. It's not necessary. Don't become his side dude. Always be his woman. And you're going to say, "Well, Shannon, that sounds very old fashioned. I'm just telling you. Around this house, I do dishes. I do laundry. He rotates tires and he picks up stuff and takes it upstairs. I don't take baskets upstairs. I do the laundry and leave it downstairs. I said, all those clothes are folded. Take that basket upstairs. I don't walk upstairs with a basket. I don't take the trash out. We have gender roles in this house. And I hang up I do his laundry and I hang it up. I hang up all his shirts and make sure they look nice. That's what you do. So I don't hike. I don't climb mountains with him. If I go for a walk, he's invited to go with me. I have my headphones on. I'm studying while I'm walking. I'm listening to my lectures. We're not homies. I'm the girl. He's the guy. And so we have certain things that we do around here to make it seamless and synchronized. What we do. So a lot of people don't do that anymore. It's like everybody's just, I had one friend say she set up a sprinkler system. I said, set up a sprinkler system. And then when I saw her pull up, she was driving her husband. I said, "You're driving him around and set up the sprinkler." No offense, but who's the dude and who's the girl? I don't drive my husband around unless it's my car. I don't like him drive my car. But if I happen to pick him up from somewhere, then yeah, I'm driving him. How did y'all leave the house where you're the driver? Does he have a DUI or something? And then when you get to the house, you set up the sprinkler system. He goes in the house. Ladies, we got to get back to basics. My daddy told me you don't drive and you don't pump gas when a man is in the car. And you damn sure don't know how to set up a sprinkler system or operate a lawnmower. Those are man type of things to do. My grandfather knew where nothing was in the kitchen. My grandmother said, have a seat. He said, I don't know where. And my neighbor across the street, I went over there. I said, can I borrow some, I was borrowing some mustard or something because I was in a hurry in my 30s and was an older Hispanic couple across the street. And I ran over there. I said, hey, so-and-so. He said, I don't know where anything is in this kitchen. My wife isn't home and I can't help you. I laughed. I said, oh my God. He knew how to go to work, cut the grass, fix the cars. He knew all the man stuff. But when I asked this man to give me some mustard, he looked around my house confused, like, I don't know what's in these cabinets. I don't know what is going on in here. My wife handles the kitchen. And I'm just saying, they were old married couple. They've been married for like 30 years. Sometimes gender roles work. So you're going to say, Shannon, you're so progressive in all these other areas. You're educated. You have degrees, multiple degrees. You're on a third degree. And you're just doing. But clearly, you must be progressive. I am. But when you guys read my first book, you noticed that the first page was dedicated to my grandmother. I still got the old school 1930s, 1940s wisdom underneath the cloak of today's modern world. We can scramble them in a bowl and mix them together and get a nice little mix of what still works and what may not work. Just saying, you guys. So I wanted to share that with you. And hopefully it benefits you. You might say no. A lot of the shows, the women say, I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't. Okay, you don't have to do that. You can be a dude. Just go hiking and shoot some basketballs with them. If you want to be his guy friend, that's fine. You're going to get yourself friend zoned. And then when you find out he's with another woman that doesn't do any of that, you say, well, what happened? Well, you got friend zoned because you became the homie instead of being his woman. So do your boundaries and don't feel you have to conform to masculinity to have something in common with him. Men and women can still have things in common without the woman having to become a sub-man to relate. There's intellectual pursuits. There's books. There's movies. There's culture. There's music. There's so many levels we can connect on. Food, travel. I don't have to be sweating and being musty in the hills of a mountain with no makeup on, trying to climb up a rock or something to be your friend. When you get home from doing that, I got some food waiting for you. I got a lot of things waiting for you, but I don't have to go hiking with you to make your day. All right, so that's what I want to say to you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, what's today, Tuesday? Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. This probably will be posted on Sunday, so I can give my husband some time to edit it and get it together. But just want to say, those are my thoughts of the day, because I was watching this Love is Blind episode and said, why is this woman swimming with the sharks? Why is he asking her to, you want to do the cold plunge, you jump in the ice or something. Why is that something that women are required to do? We have to become dudes to bond with you. I'm never going to be a dude. Alrighty, guys. Bye-bye.